Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be discussing vitamins, supplements. Make sure to follow at Can You Please on YouTube. It's Raheem K. And we're going to be talking about how I went from taking one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Four. No, I'm just joking. It's just 13, but shout out to Bubbly. Love drinking it. And how I went from taking all of these to a lot less, thanks to a conversation about what I'm taking and if I should be taking it with my doctor. Before we begin, let's first talk about, the actual difference between vitamins and supplements. And to keep it simple, supplements are any product that adds nutritional value to your diet or augments your health. Vitamins are a type of supplement. Other types of supplements include minerals, herbs, or nutrients like fibers. So, we're about 14 different types of pills that I was taking every day. And why was I taking them? Great question. It's because I thought, if I'm not getting enough sleep, if I want to eat poorly, if I don't want to drink enough water, if I'm not doing really what's recommended for every single person, that these were going to be magic pills that kind of substitute or supplement, um, when in fact it just ends up being expensive urine or expensive piss, what I like to call it. And that's something my doctor and I were joking around about because he was like, there's absolutely no reason you should be taking all of these pills. So, I just want to say that their supplements are good, vitamins are good, but if you're sleeping very little, you're not drinking water, you're not moving, you're eating terribly, your alcohol consumption is large, you are not going to see the results that you think these vitamins should be providing you, right? It's like a blame game. Like, oh, I'm taking this, but I don't feel this. And something interesting that I learned in this process was that since I also am like easily duped by things that I read online, I thought I should be taking apple cider vinegar every single day. Turns out I shouldn't. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit more later. But how I want to discuss and tell you how I went from taking all of these, right, like literally bottles on bottles on bottles, kind of see, all the different things that I was taking, and there's some more, and the serving sizes, right? Just because I was taking 4 or 14 different things, their serving sizes were different. So I would recommend number one, whatever you are taking, make some sort of Excel sheet with it and start that as a base point because that is going to be very helpful. See the conversation I had with my doctor. I put together this Excel sheet for him. And this is also after I had some blood work done for a better understanding of, what I may or may not need. And, I have One Medical. I really like it. It allows for easier, communication with your doctor. If you are interested in getting One Medical, I can get you a referral code. Just reach out to me. And it really just simplifies the convenience of not having to go into a doctor unless it's absolutely necessary, as well as like if you are getting any prescriptions, it simplifies it. Highly recommend it, only if it's right for you. But back to our conversation, I kind of just listed out for him, on that Excel sheet I showed you, and just wanted to hear what he had to say. And he said, I can keep the fish oil, the ginseng, the probiotic. He would add a multivitamin to cover my vitamins entirely, as excess vitamin K is toxic. And if you see the discontinue, right, the apple cider vinegar, which I thought was something you should be taking every day, it's not. And the vitamin K and D3, also I thought I should be taking because in Seattle, I saw it on some TikTok, and that's my bad for believing something that I saw on TikTok. But even the rest of them, the saw palmetto, boron, yohimbine, acetyl, and carnitine, it's totally unnecessary for my age. And I was taking that because obviously, once again, I saw some guy who takes steroids but says he's taking these instead while working out. And I thought that, oh, I'll take it and I'll get a six pack. Um, but definitely not. It's definitely not what happened. And, just thanked him for his help. And it's very important. I can't stress this enough. Go to the doctor, get some blood work done, and have a conversation. Be honest. I have never lied to a single one of my doctors. I think those are the most honest conversations you should have. Right. So now that you have some proof that I'm not just, pulling this out of my ass on what I'm taking, I'm 33. I would say I'm pretty healthy. I work out about 3 to 4 times a week, maybe 20, 30 minutes each workout. I don't really diet. That's a whole nother video, but I think that I do mindfully make sure whatever I'm taking in, that I'm ratioing it out to a 1-to-1 with something healthy. For example, if I'm having a bag of chips, I will have a protein shake or something like that. Um, but that's what works for me, right? It's whatever works for you. But what we end up with, and this is something that, once again, that my doctor recommended, was we end up with me taking a fish oil, a probiotic, some turmeric and ginger, which was optional, vitamin one a day. And this one is actually, I'm almost running out of it, but I'm probably going to switch over to the Optimum Men from On Nutrition. The magnesium, there's no known benefit. I know it's hard for me to detach from, thinking that I'm getting more out of it. And then the mushroom complex, once again. Um, so that's what I've ended up with every day. Some days I will take um, like some pain medication if I'm feeling like a little bit of, I have a slap tear in my shoulder. So sometimes I will take that. But besides that, what I would like to kind of point out, and I hope that this is something that you do moving forward, really make sure that you're reading the back of these nutrition labels. Because, like, let's say, for instance, if you're taking magnesium, right, where is this? Right, it has 119 percent of your daily value. You want to make sure that nothing else you're taking has also magnesium in it because it could become wasteful, right? Expensive urine or expensive piss. Um, Besides that, I would also like to say that I think, or I'd like to think that I do a good amount of research on if something is beneficial for you, but everything you read online is basically going to cater to whatever, hypothesis you come up with. That's the world we live in. So it is highly recommended by me to make sure that you go see a professional, a doctor, get some blood work done, and really take care of yourself. The whatever you're doing every day, I'm not saying you should change it. That's completely up to you. But when it comes to vitamins, I was over here having I could have just poured some milk in this bowl with all these pills and ate it as cereal. It was insane. But I'm glad that I got some professional help and I was able to make sure that I'm hitting just the things that I need. And the reason that I also felt that I can kind of detach from all these other vitamins was that I started putting my health as a priority. And beside the vitamins and the supplements that I'm taking, I also take protein every day. I take Isopure. It's my favorite. Good carb to calorie to protein ratio. And I'll have a spinach smoothie every day, which spinach is great for you. I highly recommend it. I take spinach raw or spinach powder, and I will make sure to link the things that I do take with like a referral link for 10% off or something if you want to order it. And same thing with One Medical if you're interested in signing up. I mean, give it a shot. I think they do have like a free trial, but it really simplifies going to the doctor and getting your medical professional help for whatever you may need. And one last thing, if you have old pills, if this has brought some insight to you, one, please like and subscribe. Can you please? Um, I'm trying to figure out a way myself to bring value to people if they don't necessarily have access to me. And I think, over the last 10 years, I've really took a deep dive into health and wellness from a science and education also background. And I kind of want to share that with you all. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully, you learn something or you're throwing away something. And if you are throwing away old pills, don't throw them in the toilet. Just throw them in the trash because I mean, it's going to end up. I think there was a study not too long ago, I think 2014 or 15, about how we end up drinking our own piss because we're not disposing of the pills the right way. And I'm not saying that, throwing them in the garbage is the right way, but it's a better way than flushing them down the toilet. So hopefully that helps. Can you please, vitamins and supplements, get right. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or give me a chat in the comment section. Have a great day. Bye. And hopefully you found this, helpful. I have linked the things that I currently take, vitamins and supplements, along with the protein that I take. Usually it's much more expensive. I found you guys a code where it's about $13 a pound. So about like 20 to 25 servings. Usually it's like $30. But it's linked in the bio part of the description. Make sure to check it out. Also put the spinach powder there. And yeah, hopefully you can take something away from this, and make sure to once again like and subscribe, follow, please. Thank you. Bye.